second video to my post sleep school or Trezunion in Sydney stay and what we learned. So the first video I talked about what they did to assist us with overnight sleep and less wakes. This is now a video on the day cat naps that we were having and the techniques that they showed me. Again, like I said in the first video, I'm not a sleep consultant, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. This is just my experience at Trezunion and the techniques that they gave us and seem to be working. I'm going to demonstrate this with a bassinet, but obviously if your child sleeps in a cot, you'd be using a cot. And this is my baby. So essentially, my daughter Zali, who's 7 months, was catnapping for 30 minutes to the dot, 3 or 4 times a day. She wasn't able to link her day sleep cycles. What was happening after the 30 minutes? She'd be upset crying in her cot. I'd see her on the monitor. I would go in. I'd leave her for like a minute. She wouldn't resettle. So I'd go in and I would just get her up and we'd go about a day, play, feed, whatnot. They said that that is a huge habit. So she is used to now waking up at 30 minutes and going, you know what? Mum's going to feed me and play with me. Like, it must be time to get up. They said try and break that habit. So when she cries at the 30 minutes, you can go in, leave her for a minute. She's not self-settling. Go in. What you need to do is pick her up. See, what I was trying to do when I was trying to link the cycles myself is keep her in the cot and pat her. It was escalating. They said literally pick her up. And then what I was doing, I was bouncing to kind of put her back to sleep, and she's fighting it because she's used to getting up. And they're like, you need to break that habit. So they said instead of bouncing, it's too overstimulating for her. Just sway slowly. You've got to imagine that she's kicking, fighting it. You've just got to kind of make this situation really, really boring for her. So have the lights dim, have white noise if that's what you do, and just don't even give eye contact, don't even talk. Eventually it could take 20 minutes, which it did the first few times of actually her getting back to sleep. They said don't just transfer her straight away, she's going to wake up. So what you need to do is actually let her fall asleep in your arms, keep her there for 5-10 minutes until she's in a deep sleep, slowly transfer her and get down really low with her. So you're literally still like cuddling her in the cot, which can be tricky in a cot. Then eventually get to like the hands. And what they said to do with the hands is just a gentle kind of like sway. And then eventually you can lift your hands and out you go. Then over time, you won't need to sway for as long, stand still maybe, you can transfer quicker. Eventually you won't need to get her up after the 30 minutes. You can just maybe give her that little like rock in there. Eventually then you won't even need to do any touch. You might just need to enter the room and go shh, shh, shh. And then eventually she'll be able to link the sleep cycles on her own. We were really lucky that by day 2, Zali had picked up those skills. She was doing really, really well. So occasionally now we have to go in at 30 minutes. We usually leave her and see for a few minutes. Most of the time she's putting herself back to sleep. Occasionally we need to go in and we need to give her a little bit more support, going through those techniques that I just showed you. They said it can take weeks for a child to learn the skills, but most kids pick them up in a few days. Now we're seeing the results, like she's linking most of her cycles. She can nap now for an hour to an hour and a half sometimes, which is absolutely amazing. But to summarize, make it boring, persist, keep on trying, and break that habit. So you need to persist, that's the main thing.